The suspect entered through the front door. Then he went over here. He skipped going to the register and instead he went to each customer and demanded they empty the cash out of their purse. The evidence he was looking for to track the driver down was right here on the back of his family's minivan. Neighbors tell me that they saw that group of teenagers here running along 43rd Street last night. They said they saw the group jumping on top of cars and kicking them, so they called police. With this red truck behind me getting ready to be put onto this tow truck, that red truck had two children. I want to take you over here on this side of the scene. This silver car, that's the suspect's car. Police. Phil, I want to start with a live look right now. You'll see a father and two little girls loading into the back of their vehicle over there. That is the dad and those two young daughters, ages 6 and 2 years old. We just spoke to the dad moments ago. He tells us that his older daughter was actually found in that car sound asleep. So just like this one, and then you use your phone to dial the number on the back and make sure there's actually cash on the card. Sure enough, there probably will be, but when you go to use it, the cash is gone. Pieces of debris remain at the scene where that accident happened, right here along 12th Street. People buy chips, multiple bags of chips for backup. Behind me, and just feet away from their front door of their entrance are the tracks to that streetcar. Now, just a huge line of people here in the hotel waiting to hear Senator Rubio speak tonight. Over down this way behind the fence, this is the building that's just crumbling on the inside right now. So I want to give you a close look. Let's zoom in here. That silver car where detectives are surrounding, that's the car. Jessica Grant still has a long road of recovery ahead of her, but loved ones say that she's gotten so far. After the accident, she couldn't speak or move. Tonight, she's doing both, but she still has no memory of a night that changed her life forever.
So go ahead and push up from your chair with both hands. We're going to stand on up.
Jessica Grant is relearning how to do the simple things in life.
Good. Open those fingers all the way up and then squeeze.
It takes 3 hours of physical therapy a day and a strong will to recover. She's a mother of two, aching to be back home with her children, a 2-year-old girl and a 5-year-old little boy.
I can't wait to get back to him. Getting back to him is what really keeps me going.
The night of the horrific accident has vanished from Jessica's memory, but it will forever live on in this surveillance video. Investigators say this man was the driver. Families say Justin Waterhouse was an acquaintance of Jessica's, giving her a ride home on New Year's Eve. He's seen here, ditching the scene and leaving the 25-year-old behind in the car.
I just been walked out on and whatnot. I didn't know what all had happened.
Jessica says she woke up after the accident and could not remember details about her life.
I didn't know me and my fiance or whatever split up, but we did, which is okay.
The road to recovery has been full of breakthrough moments for the nursing student who wasn't even able to talk in the beginning.
I just wouldn't know what happened at all. So I have to remind myself that I've been in a car wreck.
Dave Grant says it's the community support that has kept his niece going.
We want to definitely thank them because without them, I think we would have fell apart.
And put it up on the counter.
Even with her injuries, Grant says she has a lot to be thankful for.
My kids, my education, and my family.
Jessica's family is putting together a fundraiser for her this spring. It's going to be in April at the No. 9 Saloon in Kansas City. We have all the information on that fundraiser and other ways you can help Jessica on our website, fox4kc.com. Waterhouse is due in court at 10 a.m. on Monday. Molly Balkenbush, Fox 4 News, working for you live in Overland Park. Tonight, the little boy is stuck using a pool noodle to find his way around. Dakota Nafzinger is just like any other 8-year-old little boy in many ways. He loves singing, fishing, and swimming. But being blind means even the fun things take extra work.
It's a lot harder with this.
That's why Dakota depends on a cane to get around, and he says this noodle isn't doing much good.
Why would you do that? Why would you take the one thing that he's supposed to use all the time? That's his eyes.
A spokeswoman with the North Kansas City School District said Dakota was acting up on the bus Monday and hit somebody with his cane. She says the bus driver or the bus aide took the cane away. We asked school officials why a pool noodle was handed over. Spokeswoman Michelle Kronk told Fox 4 the boy fidgets and needed something to hold.
They said they were going to give me this for the next 2 weeks.
Dakota's mom, Rachel Nafzinger, says her son did get a write-up Monday for misbehaving on the bus, but she doesn't understand why the punishment was taking away the thing he needs the most.
He's gone through so much in his life already. 8 years. 8 years. And I just don't like someone else putting my son in that position.
Dakota's dad says his son simply lifts his cane up sometimes, and the bus driver thought he was using it violently.
All around, he's a good little guy, and he shouldn't be treated the way he's being treated.
Dakota headed out with his family Tuesday night to his sister's concert with nothing but a pool noodle to guide him around.
Can't feel things.
And if I don't stand up for him, who's going to?
The cane is property of the school district, but it was given to Dakota to use. The district spokeswoman says he did not have one when the school year started. Family all lived in this apartment building just on different floors. They say they don't care that they lost everything that they own. They just want their little Jeremiah back.
Everyone's still kind of in shock, and we're just trying to cope with the fact that he didn't actually make it out the house.
Angel Hill is talking about her 5-year-old nephew, Jeremiah Roberts, who went by Jer for short. She says the kindergartner was very close with his 2 brothers, one who survived the fire and one who was fighting for his life.
I want everybody to know he was an awesome kid, very outgoing, very loving, kept a smile. He just one of the brightest kids I met.
Families say Jeremiah's older brother tried to save him, but Jeremiah was too afraid to follow him out of the burning home. His older brother had just taken a fire safety course at school, and that's how he knew how to escape the flames safely. Jeremiah's cousin, Morgan Buchanan, also lived in the building.
The power went out, so it was like really bad in there. And so by the time we got out, it was just like all black smoke just coming out the apartment building,
The victim's grandmother is also in critical condition tonight. Hill says the family was hit with tragedy, but believes the power of prayer will help them heal.
That was a hard pill to swallow today. That's a big loss. Definitely asking for all prayers we can get. For his brother that's in the hospital, for everybody, his grandmother, just the family, period.
Well, I spoke to more than a handful of upset parents who are angry to learn that the school district even has rooms like this. I've spent 4 days gathering information from the school district about the isolation rooms. Here's what we've learned. Inside Mill Creek Elementary School is an isolation room. It's one of 15 that the independent school district uses. District Superintendent Dr. Dale Hurl says the room isn't about punishment. It's about safety.
It is about de-escalating the behaviors so that the child has a chance to calm down and then hopefully return right back to the classroom setting.
The name alone can sound scary, isolation room, and it can also be misunderstood. Dr. Hurl says a child is not locked away and isolated. An adult must stand outside this door and watch the child through this window. It's a chance for the student to cool off and recollect.
It is not a scary locked closet that people may envision with this. A lot of times it's a former classroom or a former office or maybe a meeting space or the former copy room.
And sure enough, right next to this isolation room is a classroom used for tutoring. It's the same size. But even so, a group of parents are fired up and determined to change the way things are done around here. They gathered this week to discuss their concerns. Lacey Barnett says the room isn't soundproof.
For her to come home and say, there's a room where you can hear kids screaming. They say that if we're bad enough or if we do something, then that is our punishment.
Parents were also angry the room did not have electrical outlets covered, as seen in these pictures snapped by one mom. But school staff says they've since covered them up, even though board policy does not require it. We checked tonight and they were covered. Joni Gentry, who is a 5th grader at the school, says he's also complained about the noises that come from the room.
The children are coming home and expressing what's happening and the screaming. I have concerns about a kindergartner, my son, being locked up in a room and what that would do to him.
District officials say there is a state investigation underway after one parent complained about an incident involving an isolation room. But they tell Fox 4 anytime a parent complains to the Division of Family Services, there's always an investigation. The district even had the option to do the investigation internally, but said they asked the state to take care of it instead, so it's objective. They invite any parent to come take a look at this room for themselves.
Are you calling it isolation, or is it literally, as a parent would simply say, can you go to your room and get yourself together?
If a child is put into an isolation room, the district has 2 days to notify the parents. District staff tell me they've been using these rooms for more than 10 years, and they've been using them for 3 years in the elementary schools. Now, that group of concerned parents that you heard from, they've started a petition. They want to have some leadership changes here at Mill Creek Elementary. Molly Balkenbush, Fox 4 News, working for you live in Independence.